New Zealand has the highest rate of domestic abuse per capita in the developed world. Abuse needs silence to thrive. In this series, Simonne Butler, herself the survivor of a vicious attack that nearly took her life, meets those brave enough to break their silence. These are their stories. Simonne's journey has taken her to some unexpected places, and today is no different. She's here meeting Kerryn at a storage space to talk about what happens after abuse survivors leave a woman's refuge.
When they leave women's refuge, these people have left with nothing more than the clothes on their back, and they walk into an empty house. So what we do is we fill that house and turn it into a home. Here we go.
Oh, wow. Look at all your neat things. You know, kids are just going to absolutely love these, eh?
Yeah. Ninja Turtle. I've walked the journey of family violence with my 2 children and trying to rebuild my life, and found myself on a refuge in Australia for 7 months before we were allowed relocation back to New Zealand. I mean, look at this.
Oh.
This is brand new.
Yeah. And it's just going to bring joy.
You know, family violence can affect anyone at any time. I'm an educated person. I never thought that this would happen to me.
But as Kerryn painfully discovered, her troubles didn't end when she left the abusive relationship.
This was one of the challenges. What am I going to do?
Yeah. If I leave, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? How am I going to furnish my house, you know? And you're not even thinking that far ahead. No. It's really just, where am I going to go tonight if I leave?
Yeah.
Escaping to a refuge got Kerryn away from immediate danger. But the refuge didn't have the resources to support her when she left. That's what inspired her to found her charity, Woven Earth. She collects household goods and furniture for abuse survivors and their children and installs them in their new homes.
We all can live within 4 walls, but not every house is a home. And a lot of these people, beautiful people, will just make do just to get out of refuge.
Absolutely.
And to start that rebuild journey. And so they will live in an empty house.
Yeah,
and
sitting on beer crates for chairs.
Yes.
and coffee tables and things.
And they will just make it do, because that's better
than what they had. And then even, so say you found the stuff, you've got to get it there.
That's right.
Like, you can't always hire a trailer, you don't have money for trucks or moving people and stuff.
And Kerryn's thought of that too. Not only has she organised a truck, she carefully selects the things the family will need for their new home.
And a lion. I'm really clear about not meeting these families, and I'm really clear about not knowing their names.
This is to protect their security.
We just know the gaps and their ages so we can fill their needs.
And the need is overwhelming. Kerryn visits Sanjita, a refuge manager. Almost 60,000 women and children get referred to refuges each year. For those who take shelter, what happens when they leave?
Because in amongst all of this and what's happening, they can sort of get lost in the scheme of things. And we're seeing it time and time again. Our children are just being forgotten about. There are not enough services for them.
Get really fired up because I'm like, if I can help and if I can give and encourage these advocates at the front line to help the mums to identify the needs of those kids, let's notice these little bubbers. Yes. Because if mum's doing okay and she's got some practical, and she'll do even better if her little kids and her babies are doing okay and that their needs are filled. We've got toys for the children to fill their cupboards with. There's a mum, she has a number of children and she has no possessions with her. They have a cot and some wheelie bins of clothes. It's individualised help. It's not just saying that we're just going to give this to you and just assume that this is what you need. We fundraised for her son. We wanted to give him a scooter so as he had something new of his own. I am nervous, but I'm actually excited. This would take someone, a long time to accumulate.
A few more hours of packing and the truck is full. Kerryn leaves one secret location to travel to another. For security reasons, she never records the addresses of the houses she furnishes. Given this country's extreme domestic violence statistics, that's a sensible precaution. In the hour it takes her to drive to her secret destination, New Zealand police would have attended 12 domestic violence incidents. Even more shocking, 80% of incidents aren't reported.
Because we can all talk about these statistics, we can all say we know someone or we've walked it ourselves, but what are we doing about it? We don't want all these horrible stories. It's tough, but I couldn't live with myself personally if I didn't do something.
It took me so long to find my voice, but now that I have it, I can't stop using it, and I won't.
Yeah, good on you.
We're going to change the world, you and I.
Talking about changing the world, if today is a success, Kerryn's dream is to roll this program out across the country.
We hear stories of people leaving with nothing but their clothes on their back. There'll just hopefully be many, many more of these homes that we can do, helping to change that then what, one family at a time. Well, I think dignity actually underpins everything that we do. Abuse makes you feel worthless. Why don't we do something to help change the mindset and make them feel worthy?
For security reasons, we can only film the interior of the house. This is for the safety of the women and children who will move in here later this afternoon. There is a misconception that escaping the abuser is the end of the story, but in many ways, it's just the beginning.
Oh, you're in. To buy all these items to make your house homely is almost impossible, really, when you have no money and you're in debt, or you have all these, children to feed. It's so costly. So we want to give them that head start. It's an amazing, a brand new scooter, and it's all his. Imagine he can scoot and have some freedom and some wheels. Shampoo and conditioner. Brand new toothbrushes for every member of the family. She has hand towels, sanitary pads. This is a dream come true for me because I'm turning an experience I've had, I'm turning it around. We could totally do this throughout New Zealand. We want them to leave. This makes it possible to leave because this is the practical side that is so challenging. So I think I've turned my journey into something really positive. And I just hope that other people will join in this community, because family violence is such a dark topic, but this is something so uplifting to be part of.